We have seen what is the quadrilateral, different types of quadrilateral, the properties of all those different types of quadrilateral. Now today we are supposed to study some properties of parallelogram. The first property that is given in your syllabus for proof of the proof is this theorem. A diagonal of a parallelogram divides it into two congruent triangles. That means what? If you draw a parallelogram and if you draw a diagonal to it, then the two triangles that are formed are equal in area. This is what we have to prove it. The remaining property you have to study, that's all. So whenever you have to prove a theorem, you should use systematic method. What is that systematic method? Always you should write data first. Data means what? What is in the figure? ABCD is a parallelogram whose diagonal is AC. So write on that. ABCD is the given parallelogram. ABCD is the given parallelogram where AC is diagonal. Where AC is diagonal. Now see, I have to prove that triangle ACD and triangle ABC, they are equal in area. That means to prove, what is that I have to prove? I have to prove that area of triangle ADC is equal to area of triangle ABC. Next is proof. How to prove it? See, there are different ways of proving it. One way is, in these two triangles, I can say that this side is parallel to this side because opposite sides of a parallelogram are always parallel, and this is the transversal. And children, if this is the transversal and these two sides are parallel, then I can say that this angle is equal to this angle. Very simple. In the same way, these two sides are parallel. Again, this is the transversal. So I can say that this angle is equal to this angle. And one side is common to both. So two angles and one including side of one triangle is equal to two angles and one including side of other triangle, and hence the triangles are congruent. And if the triangles are congruent, their areas are equal. So what I can say is ABCD is a parallelogram, and therefore AB is parallel to CD and AB is parallel to CD and AD is parallel to BC, and AC is transversal. AC is transversal. So what, sir? So I can say that angle DAC is equal to angle ACB, angle ACD is equal to angle CAB. So let me write that angle DAC is equal to angle ACB and angle ACD is equal to angle BAC, because alternate interior angles, and AC equal to AC because common side. So first equation, second equation, third equation because common side. So children, if 3 parameters of one triangle is equal to 3 parameters of another triangle, triangle has to be congruent. So I can say triangle ADC is congruent to ADC is congruent to ADC. If I take, it will be CBA congruent to CBA by ASA rule. Two angles, one including side, A corresponds to C, A corresponds to C, then again D corresponds to B, and then here again what? C corresponds to A here. So I can say that area of triangle ADC is equal to area of triangle CBA. Sir, is there any other method to prove it? Yes, there is another method also. See, ABC, I will discuss it, I am not going to write it in your notebook. Here, I will discuss it and leave it off. See, this side equal to this side because opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. This side equal to this side because again opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal, and this side is common to both. That means 3 sides of one triangle equal to 3 sides of another triangle. And in that case, by SSS congruency rule, these two triangles are congruent to each other. That's all. Now, in addition to that, you are supposed to study these properties. You already know it, but again I am revising it. In a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal. I know it. किसी भी पैरेललोग्राम के अंदर अपोजिट साइड्स हमेशा क्या होता है? इक्वल होता है. और किसी इफ ईच पेयर ऑफ अपोजिट साइड्स ऑफ अ क्वाड्रिलैटरल आर इक्वल, इट इज़ अ पैरेललोग्राम. अगर पैरेललोग्राम होता है तो अपोजिट साइड्स इक्वल होता है. अगर किसी क्वाड्रिलैटरल में अपोजिट साइड्स इक्वल है तो वो भी पैरेललोग्राम होगा. यानी पैरेललोग्राम है तो अपोजिट साइड इक्वल है, क्वाड्रिलैटरल में अपोजिट साइड इक्वल है तो भी पैरेललोग्राम है. इन अ पैरेललोग्राम अपोजिट एंगल्स आर इक्वल. किसी भी पैरेललोग्राम के अंदर अपोजिट एंगल्स इक्वल होता है. और इन अ क्वाड्रिलैटरल अगर अपोजिट एंगल्स इक्वल होता है तो भी पैरेललोग्राम है. यानी अपोजिट साइड इक्वल है तो भी पैरेललोग्राम है, अपोजिट एंगल्स इक्वल है किसी क्वाड्रिलैटरल के अंदर तो भी वो पैरेललोग्राम है. उसी तरह से डायगोनल्स ऑफ अ पैरेललोग्राम बाइसेक्ट ईच अदर, और अगर किसी डायगोनल्स ऑफ अ क्वाड्रिलैटरल बाइसेक्ट ईच अदर देन इट इज़ अ पैरेललोग्राम. यानी पैरेललोग्राम में भी ये खूबियाँ हैं. और किसी क्वाड्रिलैटरल के अंदर अगर कोई आपसे कह रहा है कि भाई हमारे पास एक क्वाड्रिलैटरल जिसका अपोजिट साइड इक्वल है, आप बोल सकते हो वो पैरेललोग्राम है. कोई आपसे ये कह रहा है कि सर वी आर हैविंग ए क्वाड्रिलैटरल वेयर अपोजिट एंगल्स आर इक्वल, यू कैन से इट्स अ पैरेललोग्राम. इफ समबडी सेज सर वी आर हैविंग अ क्वाड्रिलैटरल वेयर डायगोनल्स आर बाइसेक्टिंग ईच अदर, यू कैन से इट्स अ पैरेललोग्राम. Similarly, in the parallelogram, all these properties follows. So, my dear children, today in the second video of the topic quadrilateral, we have studied about this property of parallelogram, and the remaining properties you are supposed to know before you go for solution of the exercises.